Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Derail Valley. It is now a bright, sunny morning on the 27th. We've got some jobs lined up here we can do. We can take a freight haul to the food factory in town. It's a very lightweight load, only 68 tons. It only pays out $4,000 though, so that's pretty cheap. I was thinking about doing both of these and then just do like a concurrent order where we dropped off both of them. But even with both of them, that's a very, very cheap run. So I'm thinking we might take a logistical haul license. We can get a little bit more money for a logistical haul, especially this one right here. Go to the oil well north for 10,000. But maybe it is time to get that logistical haul. And maybe it's time to get the long license. But even this shunting job here is only 4,000, and I'd have to buy the long license. So while I would like to do these freight hauls and see more of the map, so if we did that freight haul, we'd have to go north here to the food factory and then on over here to the goods factory, like so. That sounds pretty cool, but I think we will instead do one of the logistical hauls. Now, this oil well north here, this one, this one right here is on the way to the goods factory and to the food factory. So if I take this oil well north logistical haul, I could also stop by the food factory as well, but we can only do 2 orders at a time with my concurrent order license. So maybe I can do both of these here. That would be a pretty good run for us, and it's relatively light, well within our DE2's hauling abilities. So maybe we'll do that. Let's go ahead and grab this. We're going to be in the food factory in town first, so we'll grab it last because I want to make sure we have our order of our train correct here. Let's just make sure we get everything lined up in our inventory that we need and that we don't need. Ah, my remote. How could I forget? I almost did forget, actually. My remote control. So we can be able to use this for our shunting, which will be excellent. So let's grab the oil well north. We're going to grab it first because that's what we're going to do last. And then 7 will be our logistical haul. Okay. We're going to come on over here and take a look at these cars, see where they are. C2S is the oil cars, and I'm guessing it's these guys. LH39. Nope. What about you? Yeah, okay. So 39. 39. Oh boy. They're all scattered out amongst themselves. Jeez. So, there's going to be some shunting needing to be done in order to get this done. 91. Oh Lord. Lord help a goose. 91, okay. And 91. Alright, so I guess they're all back here on the back. Alright. Yes. And I could take them out that direction to the south. I mean, there's nothing saying I couldn't go out and around like that. Save me some heartache, because this looks like a mountainous trek there. Not sure which way would be the best path. So let's look for these other cars right quick. Probably these guys right here, actually. 50. Yep, that's them. They're all right there together. Okay, well, really, all I have to move is these front 3 cars, so no biggie. Food factory in town does have to be picked up last, though, because I have to drop them off first. All right, so let's go ahead and get that done then. I think we'll go south. So, is there a turntable in this station somewhere? Yes, it is up there by the station. So if I come out of B here, then I back into C. It'll be backwards. Okay, so if I come out of B here, I was thinking there might be a way we could turn around backwards. Okay, yeah, so if I come out of B, I back into D. Now there's no way to get down here though. Okay. So I would have to come up here and use the turntable to turn this train around. Go the other direction. If I want to go back south. Do I want to go back south? I wouldn't mind seeing this new part of the track. I've never seen this part of the track before. Let's just go north. Let's just do it. A little bit further. I don't know if we'll be able to make our time bonus, but I think we can do it. Whoops. Wrong way. We're going to give it the old college try. Now, I did install some of my new features on the engine at the end of last episode. So, we get to utilize those a little bit. Okay. Okie dokie. It says brake pipe is not ready. There we go. How about now? There's the brake pipe. Okay. Fantastic. Alright. So we're going to go up here. We're going to shunt those 3 cars. And then hook up to them. We'll just go north. We'll go north, young man. We'll get to use our new switcheroo here. We could just go into our map and use dispatcher license to figure it all out. Maybe I'll just do that because we do have to go quite a ways away here. And go into the C lane. Which one is that in? 2S. Go on up here to get back into C here. 2S. Ready to go. So I just need to go stay to the right and stay to the left. Okay, hold on. Alright, we're gonna go right here to go into C. Back it up. Here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the right to go into C. And then from C, we're going to stay right, and then we're going to go left into 2S. That should do it. All right. Okie dokie. So we should see our little switcheroo light up here. It should tell us that we're going right at the next switch. Yep, there it goes. It shows that we're going right. If we click this little button here, it'll switch it to the left. And you can change some of the modes down here, but I don't really know much about that. I just leave it on auto. Maybe whenever I get a little more familiar with it, I can do a little more with that. But for now, we're just going to leave it on auto. Alright, so it says we're going right, which is correct. Now it should switch to left as soon as we come here. Pass this switch. Yep, okay. It's working. Let's just roll on in here. Okay. I'm definitely going to have to keep getting better at that. For sure. Can't be banging into things. Alright, he's unlocked. He's unlocked. And he is locked. Unlock that bad boy. Okay. Now we're going to just bring this up and we'll just drop it in this next lane here. Not in the loading lane. In the through lane? What are you, crazy? Crazy like a fox, my friend. Alright. I think the weather is supposed to be nice pretty much all day. So, should be no problem there. 3i or 4i or the L line. So, I mean, that's really my only choices. And we can use our new remote. Show you how that little baby works here. So, pair the loco, or turn it on first. Pair the loco. There we go. Alright. Now I'm going to get out. And we know we're going to need to go back to the... I need to go a little bit further forward. So I'm going to release my brake. I'm going to make sure we're in forward mode. We are. Right there. I'm going to give it a little bit of throttle. We're going to kill it. It's going to a little bit more. Even got our nice digital speedometer there. Everything's down the horn. Okay. Now I'm going to switch the switch. Okay. I'm going to hit the brake. Fantastic. We're going to switch her into reverse. And give it a little throttle. Okay. We're just going to go in here to 4i. Let's go ahead and decrease the throttle. We're sliding on in here. This is really more useful when you're doing the connections on the shunt. But regardless, wanted to demo it a little bit. Okay, let's drive her on into 3i there. Fantastic. Okay. You can use the remote to decouple, but I feel like that's a little bit hacky, so I'm not going to be doing that. I think in the higher difficulties you can't anyway, so I want to get used to doing it without that. Alright, so couple that. Just do it that way so I can see better. Okay. Go ahead and come on in here. Release. Okie doke. We'll just plug into these guys. Alright, let's just slide her on in here. Perfect. Alright, for once. Okay, I'm not gonna try apply the train brake. We're just gonna grab just these guys, because I just want to shunt them up first, and then we'll grab these guys and put them in the front, and then we'll be all good to go. Okay. we're going to be dropping these off last. I mean, first. So, alright. I'll just drop these guys off over here. Or I could just move up just a little bit this way, so I don't have to go past that line. Just drop them off here in the loader, because it's going to be there for just a second. So, okay, it's holding. I really need to be outside of my engine so I can see if I'm past the points. That's why I got the remote. I wouldn't have to do this. Alright. Switch that to the right. I'm going to go ahead and get my remote out. I can do better with this. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch it to reverse. Okay. We're just going to drop them in this little siding here, 1L, temporarily. Okay, we're in reverse, right? Yep. Slide those guys in there. We'll go back, grab 2S. We'll get started. It's fine. Just get all those guys in there. As soon as this reaches the points, we're going to just go ahead and drop them. Okay. Alright. Good to stop. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go forward. We're going to grab those guys back there. So I'm going to go ahead and tell him to go forward, release, indie brake, throttle up, and he's going to come over to 3I. Need to switch this one back. Okay. Fantastic. And throttle. Whoops. Even standing here I can't do it. Dang. Okay. That's bad on me. Oh, that was just close enough. Well, let's see what damage I did. I don't know if I did any damage, but that was a little harder than I like. I like the bumpers just to collapse, not bang on there. Okay. So we'll hook up these guys. Go back forward. Release the brake. Get rolling. We'll need to go right at this switch right here. Okay. I'll start applying a little bit of brake. Read somewhere that if you just use the indie brake, even with trains attached, that you get less wear and tear, but it seems like that wouldn't be true. Like you get more wear and tear because you got less brakes being applied. You know? Alright. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's true anymore. Okay. I know this is true. That horn's awesome. Dang. Still really hard, even at 5 kilometers an hour. I thought that 5 was supposed to be like just a bump, but 1 is more like a bump. There we go. That's more like it. Alrighty. Weird movement going on these trains. Alright. Let's go turn the job in. We'll get on our way. Jobs. Jobs. Oh, I don't have the license yet. Okay. Let's pay your fees. $900 for fees. Golly. Alright. I knew that already. Let's pay the license for logistics. $20,000. I hope it pays for itself soon. Okay. There we go. Stow this into my shed. By the way, now it does give us a increase in our time bonus, so that's interesting. If we take a look right quick at our stats, our time bonus is now back to 0. So it was on a malice, but with that logistical haul, put us back on the 0, which is great. Which is what I like. Okay. Let's see. This is the first one, right? Food factory. All the food factory in town decouple at D4S. Alright. Let's go ahead and get on the... Oops. I can see the door here. Get on the engine and get our route mapped out here. So I need to go food factory D4S first. And we are facing to the north. So, D4S. I have to restart the engine because the turn off this brake as well because of the repairs. There we go. Okay, so first things first, we are coming out of C. Is there anything I need to switch? No, they're all pass-throughs. Okay. That's fine. So coming out here, we're going to come north out of the manufacturing town here. We're going to go through IMW. There is a merge here, so nothing there. And then we're going to come here, and another, looks like that might be a merge. Oh, it doesn't look like it's a triangle. To the food factory. So I don't think we have anything to switch coming out of here. Oh, there is one. Okay. I want to stay left at that switch. Okay. So that was a little triangle up there. And then we want to go to the right at this switch. And then a left at that switch into the oil well north. So now let's look at IMW here. IMW is Iron Mine West. We're going to be coming through Iron Mine West. We want to stay right, stay left, pass on through. Perfect. Food factory, or what do we reach next? Food factory. Okay. So food factory, and we're going to be going into D4S for the food factory. So we're going to be coming in this direction. Need to go left, and we need to stay left into D. D4S. So we need to go left, right into D4S. And hopefully it'll be empty and we can just pass on through. But if not, might have to pull in and back into it. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Okay? So that's the food factory. Should be relatively non-issue. Oil well north. Where are we dropping this at? Oil well north, B2S. So we're going to be coming into B. So I want to stay left and then stay right into B to S. So B2S, go left, stay left, go right. Alright, I think that's it. I think we got it, but I sometimes do think that, even though it's not true. So, we'll keep an eye on her. It should be a relatively light load as far as train cars go. The refrigerator cars are a little heavy, but they're, you know, still well within the strengths of the DE2, I think. So. Guess we better put it in gear first. Okay, here we go. This might be the longest train I've ever hauled. 8 cars so far. Right? 4 on that one, 4 on that one. Yeah. Alright. I assume we're going to be seeing some grade increases pretty much straight away. I guess that's the military base. What the heck? Look at that tank gun. That's a cannon. Got 250 millimeter or something. Jeez. It's huge. Huge. Top secret. Alright, heading up in the mountains, boys. I'm sure it's probably more efficient to go the other way. Not, yeah, like 99% sure, but hopefully we can still make it within our time bonus by going this way. Oh, a great decrease at first. It's interesting. Another great decrease. Wow. Guess we go into a little valley first, then we roll up into the mountains. Speed limit here is 80. We're coming up on 70. I've got the throttle completely off. 50. Oh, smokes. Let's hit the brakes. Hit the brakes. Let's keep a little bit of brake on. Still going pretty fast. Coming down that hill there. And we're still going downhill as well. And more decline. You might want to apply just a little bit of brake here and keep it at 50. Keeps trying to creep back up. Wow, that was a sudden decrease in time there. Apply a little more brake. Down to 40, and it's an incline though, so that should help slow us down automatically. I'm just gonna let the incline slow us down a little bit. We're coming up on Iron Mine. Merrily we chug along. 40 is the recommended speed. That's what we're going to try to stay around. That's amazing how like quickly you can build up speed when you got a load. Okay. Right and then left. Yep. Passing through the iron mine, I'm just going to take a quick gander, see if there's anything I can restore. Don't see anything like immediately noticeable. I think we'd have to kind of walk around in order to really see it. Alright. Made it through the iron mine. Unscathed. Another increasing grade coming up. I'm going to go ahead and push the throttle up a little. don't need to go 70, but I don't want to start losing my momentum going up the grade there. Yeah, so it looks like we go through the mountain here for the most part instead of over the mountain, which is cool. Increase throttle this a little bit more. I'd like to be going around 50 if possible. Temperatures all look good and everything, and we're just going to be burning more fuel at these higher throttles. Even with increasing throttle, holding steady at 45 kilometers. Although it is starting to level out now here, so we should start picking up a little speed here. At this throttle, I can throttle back a little. Oh, we're breaking out of the tunnel. We're live, boys. We're live. We'll throttle back a little on this level ground. Down to 60 here. And it says there's a decrease in speed as well. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the throttle back a little more so we don't continue to gain speed. 50 is a nice round speed that you can slow down from pretty easily, or speed up to if you need to. Hopefully 50 is safe here. I didn't see a speed drop from 60, so here at 40. Okay. Kill our throttle, apply a little bit of brake. One more. Stay at 40 here around these tight turns. Very nice. 60 up ahead. Okay. I'll throw a little more throttle into it. Okay, we're reaching the apex of the line there. I'm going to start going back south now. I could just put that map down, I guess. Nothing saying I can't. Oops. I like that though. There we go. Alright, 4 up ahead. We're going 30, so it's fine. We're under the 50 kilometer speed limit. Even though I do hear a little bit of wheel squeak, we're fine. Back up to 80 kilometers. Okay, we're almost there. Food factory. We'll have a little bit of a switch up here. We want to stay left. Alright. Nope. Wrong button. Stay left. Alright, 70, and there's a great decrease, so I'll go ahead and throw the throttle off because we're going to be going downhill here. Yeah, he's already picking up speed. Coming out of the mountains. 60 is the speed limit here. We'll throw a little bit of train brake on, keep us from gaining up too much speed here. Ooh, a lot. We're really trying to gain speed up. Ooh, 2 to the right. Jeez. I might go to the right though. 50 right here. More grade decrease. little more brake on. Even with 2 steps of brake, we're holding steady right under 50. So yeah, he's trying to speed up even more. Okay. Give that 3rd step. 60 up here, but a huge grade decrease. Okay. We must be getting close to the food factory. Yep. There you are. Amazing. Hopefully I got the food factory all lined up correctly. Going to D4S. All right there, D4S. Yes. D4S indeed. Need to manage my speed going in there. Alright, we're starting to lose speed now. I guess the grade is starting to level out. Take 1 step of brake off. Yeah, it's starting to speed back up a little bit. Very nice. There's food factory, okay. 80 is the speed limit going into the factory, but there's a decrease up ahead. Alright, down to 60. I'll back up another step. We're starting to try to get in speed again. And we have no idea what the speed drop is going to be on this fork up here. Okay. 50 on both directions, so. Alright. Start slowing her on down, Bubba. Alright, this should take us right into D4S. Okay, now left. Just be calm here. There's the service line. Alright, heading left, left. D4S does have trains in it. Dang. Alright, so we're gonna have to back up and back them in there. Alright. That sucks, but is what it is. We need to go to the right. Up here. And to the right. Let's go to the right. And then up here we'll need to go to the right as well. All right. Okay. I'm gonna hop out actually, and we're gonna go ahead and reduce brake. Next brake. Little throttle. Alright. So we should come up here, go to the right, through 1L. Just gonna make sure all this is clear up here. This is really slowing me down. already on the right, but it's going to switch to the left here. So, where is the station in this place? Oh, it's right there. Alrighty. I'm loving this remote. I'll tell you what. Okay. To the right. And then you to the right. And then you to the right. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's go. Loving the remote, 100%. Amazing. Oh. Well, I think I've been a little gentler. Are they all in past 4S? Yes. No. Got one left. Okay. Dang. Okay. Loose. 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 Tight. Good. Push these guys. Just give him a little shove. We'll get this guy past the 4S mark. That should do it. Alright. Fantastic. Alright, let's go turn this in. Alright, found it. That took the long way around, unfortunately. Okay, let's turn this job in. Alright, 32 minutes. Okay, good. Fantastic. Got our money from that. Oh, it was right there. I went the wrong way. Jeez. That annoys me. Let's get out of here. Well, let's get out of here. Here we go. We're going to the oil well north. We should have this all set. Go to the right, pass through, go to the left. Coming out of food factory in town, D. It's all merges, no worries. Alright. We still got plenty of time. Took us 30 minutes to get here. So. This was kind of an all-day job. After we kind of shunted everything and then got up here in the mountains. We'll be finishing this in the dark. $30 up here. And it's an in-grade increase, so that's interesting. I'll go ahead and increase the throttle then, because we'll start slowing down, because that's a pretty severe 1.5. Yeah, it's already starting to slow down. Let's crank her up. Alright. $50 kilometers, and the speed is going to drop down to 30 kilometers again. Okay. another 2, or is that? Yeah, I guess that's 2 degrees. Wow, that's a increase pretty severe. Or maybe it was 0.2. Regardless, I need to slow down a little. Climbing and turning, not a good combination. Still 30 kilometers up here. Going into the switch after the tunnel, I guess. Where are we at, George? Alright, coming up on all the crazy switches up here. Haven't really had to use my switch back here, so it's all good. It's kind of out of the way anyway. I don't really like the placement of it at all. I wish it was over here where my map was. Too bad it's dark, because that's a beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. Alright. Going to the right. It's level ground. Going at 30. Starting to pick up a little speed here. Kill throttle a little bit. It should take us right into the oil well north. Ready on the handbrake if need to. Or not the handbrake, train brake. We're going to be going right down this hill into the oil fields. Oh, luckily our train's not as heavy now, so this run here should at least pay for the logistical haul license. Enjoy a couple of bars of brake on. You're still gaining speed. Even with 2 steps of brake. Go 3 steps. Starting to squeal a little bit. 60 is the speed limit on this, but it looks awfully curvy for 60. Makes me slightly nervous. That's all that then. Fireflies. A little below 50 now. And one more switch and we'll be at the oil wells. Alright, 60 and it's even keeled. So should be able to start laying off the brakes. Not gain a lot of speed, I think. Don't have any throttle applied. Just rolling. $60 and $70. I think we're going through the left, yes. Going on into the oil well. I think we've got the oil well north all mapped out already. B2S. Just go a straight shot right in. Okay. Slowing down, going into the tracks. Okay. All right, oil well north. We're here. Where is the station? Oil well north, right by that big lines. Okay. B2S. And there's something here already. Of course there is. Of course there is. Alright, let's hop out and see what we can do here. Nice DH4. Alright, I should be able to just push these guys forward and drop them off in here. My train will be trapped, but I don't need them to not be trapped, at least for turning in the job, right? I can shunt it all out of the way after we turn the job in. Probably considered bad form, but I don't care. Alright. Let's go ahead and release the brake. Tap it. Just gonna push them all forward a little bit. Just need to be past the B2S sign with all 4 of my cars, which is that right there. Axe, yep, there is. Whenever we get ready to do the shunt, I can back them out because we should have a shunting job, presumably. Oh no, because these are empty, so no shunting job. Okay, not quite there. Push these guys. There we go. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Like, what the heck are you doing? Moving all our trains around. I think we at least need to get these axles past. Alright. That should do it. Let's see if this will work. Alright, let's go turn it in. If I can find the station. There it is. Okay. Turn it in. Turn in the job. Station office. Alright, did it. 47 minutes, $15,000. Fantastic. So overall, we definitely made money on our logistical license. That's great. Back up to 82,000. What's my fees? Currently? Only 4,668. Oh gosh. Okay, what do we have here? Anything good? Got another logistical haul that's really cheap. Everything else requires extra licenses, so we'll probably just have to do this one. Super cheap job, but only 10 minutes to do it. Jeez. Okay. All right, so I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.